Hello students, today we are going to discuss the remaining part of the important endocrine glands. Yes students, today's topic will be the pancreas and gonads. Pancreas and gonads. If we are talking about the pancreas, this is the mixed gland that lies just behind our stomach and just upon the C-shaped, the first part of the small intestine, that is called duodenum. It is fish-shaped, or you can say that the leaf-like structure that lies just upon the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine. Students, the pancreas has mainly two parts. It's the part that is formed of the cells that are called pancreatic acini, that are the exocrine part, and they help in the secretion of important pancreatic enzymes, as all of you study in the previous chapter in the digestive system. Now students, here we are going to discuss the endocrine part of the pancreas, that is formed by the islet of Langerhans. Yes students, the endocrine part of the pancreas is known as the islets of Langerhans. Such type of the part of pancreas is consist of three types of cells. What are these? These are the alpha cells, beta cells, delta cells, and delta cells. Students, if you are talking about these cells, they have peculiar function, and their function I was also determined in the previous chapter under the glands pancreas, but here we are going to discuss more about the function of these cells. If you are talking about the alpha cells, then alpha cell helps in the formation and secretion of insulin hormone. These hormones play a very important role in the controlling the level of sugar in our blood plasma. Yes students, it helps in maintaining the level of sugar in blood plasma and also converts the excess amount of the sugar that is present in our blood plasma into the glycogen. Yes students, here we are going to know about the function of insulin hormone, that is glucose present in the blood plasma, and here the insulin hormone which are formed inside the alpha cell of islet of Langerhans. Insulin hormone. The insulin hormone converts this excess amount of glucose into glycogen. Glycogen is further stored into our muscle cells, as well as they are also become the part of the cytoplasm. Yes students, this helps in reduction, or you can say that maintaining the level of sugar in our blood. Next, if we are going to discuss about the beta cells are also known for the synthesis and secretion of an important hormone, that is called glucagon hormone. What role play the glucagon hormone? Students, the glucagon hormone converts the glycogen glycogen into glucose. Yes, students, its function is just antagonistic to the insulin hormone, and the glucagon hormones also converts the proteins, the fats, and you can say that proteins into simple glucose. This is the another important function of the glucagon hormone. The glucagon hormones are secreted by the beta cells. What kind of cells through which the glucagon hormones are secreted? These are secreted by the beta cells and helps in maintaining the level of sugar inside our blood for the proper oxidation, and it also helps in the synthesis of more ATP formation. Now students, the another types of cells that are found in islet of Langerhans, that is the delta cell. Yes students, delta cell secretes an important hormone that is called somatostatin hormone. What is student? Somatostatin hormone. Statin hormone. Students, the somatostatin hormone play an important role in the movement of the food or undigested food inside our stomach, or you can say that inside our digestive tract, stomach, as well as the various part of the small intestine, and they are also helpful in the secretion and release of the hormone, the enzymes that are secreted from the gastric glands as well as from the pancreas. That's why this hormone is very important, because it not only controls the movement of the food inside our GI, it means gastrointestinal tract, but also responsible for the secretion of gastric juices as well as pancreatic enzymes. Students, now we are going to discuss about the another types of endocrine glands, that is gonad. Yes students, we are going to discuss about the gonads on the basis of sex determination, and you can say that the gender, the gonads are of two types. Gonads are of two types. First one is the male gonads. This is known as testes, a pair of oval-shaped gland lies inside the scrotal sac of the human, that is called testis. And another is the female gonads, that is ovary, a pair of also oval-shaped gland lies inside the below abdominal cavity, that is called the female gonad or ovary. Now students, here we are going to discuss about the male gonads, testis. It is consist of the interstitial or Leydig cells, and they help in the formation of an important hormone that is called testosterone. What kind of hormone, students? The testosterone. Testosterone is an important hormone that is also known as male hormone, and it contains androgen. What is, students? Androgen hormone. This hormone helps in the process of spermatogenesis, it means production of sperm after attaining the age of puberty, as well as responsible for the development of accessory glands of the male, and also responsible for the development of secondary sexual characteristics such as the rising or growing of beard and mustache on the faces, as well as such other characteristics. Students, now we are going to discuss about the hormones of female gonads. If we are talking about the hormones of female gonads, then students, the female gonads, it means ovary, from the ovarian follicle of the ovary, there is secretion of three important hormones with the changes with the time. I will tell you one by one and what kind of functions and what is the time on which these hormones are secreted. The first one hormone is estrogen hormone. Students, estrogen hormones, right? Estrogen hormone. This hormone is secreted from the ovarian follicle, and they are responsible for the happening of or occurs of puberty in females, as well as these hormones also responsible for the secondary sexual characteristics in the females. For example, the development of mammary gland. Next, students, the second type of hormone is progesterone. Progesterone hormone. This hormone is also known as the female hormone because this hormone helps in bringing the occurrence of pregnancy in females. Yes, students, this hormone is responsible for the bearing of pregnancy in females, and they also responsible for the secretion of this hormone with the urine during the pregnancy period in females. Now students, the another and last type of the female gonad hormone is relaxin hormone. Relaxin hormone. This hormone, as the name clear that it helps in relaxation of the muscles of pubis symphysis during the childbirth, and then relaxes the muscles and creates labor pains in the birth canal to give the easy birth of child. That's why this hormone is known as relaxin hormone. Thus, students, you all of you know about the three types of hormone: the estrogen hormone, progesterone hormone, and relaxin hormone of the female gonads. These three hormones are immense importance to maintain the continuity of the species by the females, because if any kind of disformities take place in these hormones, then the woman cannot bear the pregnancy, or they cannot successfully give birth to their child. Thus, students, today's topic will be completed, and I hope you will enjoy this topic very well. Thanks, students, for joining today's lecture.